From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert Stacia Knight.
The heat has been anything but pleasant, especially when you're dealing with conditions like, say, you don't have power, you can't even run fans, you don't have air conditioning. And so when our heat indices get up close to 100, that is just not a good situation. And that's why we also have the heat advisories that have been in place since Monday. We'll continue with heat advisories in Creek, Tulsa, Rogers, and Wagner County through tomorrow. Today, our maximum heat index in Tulsa was 99, 106, like I mentioned earlier, in McAllister. But in south central Oklahoma, well into the triple digits today. Lawton hit 112 along with Altus. Durant hit 115 and almost 110 over in Oklahoma City. The actual air temperature, though, did get into the triple digits out in Altus. That hit 102, while everywhere else pretty much was in the 90s. Ponca City had a nice cool 88, while we hit 91 in the metro, and 91 also today in Bartlesville. At this hour, we're sitting in the 70s and 80s. There are some clouds out to the west. It is a warm night, but a quiet night. Our dew points are still sitting around 70 to 71, which means it's muggy outside, and that factors into a heat index right now where it feels like it's 90 outside, and there's not much of a breeze. Today, the winds were fairly light. Tomorrow the winds will once again be light. So on these really hot days, we at least appreciate a little breeze to move the air around, but we're not going to get much of that tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we start near 72 in Tulsa, 60s off to the east, but tomorrow during the day, we could have a shower or storm try to move into eastern Oklahoma, getting close to Highway 75, maybe by the noon hour. This could be a thunderstorm complex that drops out of Kansas. Now, it may stay more out to our west, or it may kind of creep into our side of the state, but we'll be watching it. And as it does come down, it should be trending weaker and weaker, potentially falling apart. But there could be some showers and some rumbles of thunder tomorrow, especially from Tulsa back to the west. Highs, we're still going to make it into low 90s for a lot of us tomorrow, and the heat index will be into the mid 90s. A few more showers could kind of sink through the area as we head into our Thursday. These will be very brief, and then a few more thunderstorms west of Highway 75 headed into Thursday. So Highway 75 to the west will be kind of the main zone for the next couple of days for some passing showers and storms. East of Highway 75, chances not as much. Temperatures on Thursday afternoon back in the 90s, and the Green Corn Festival starting on Thursday in Bixby. A slight chance of a shower or storm. Parade starts at 6:30, 91 for the high on Thursday. The heat is on after that. There's a ridge of high pressure that will try to move in. We could call it a heat dome, if you will. That tries to move in for the weekend, but it really settles in for next week. High of 97 on Saturday, but the heat index, when you factor in dew points in the 70s, it's going to feel like it's 107, 106 on Sunday. So it's just getting worse for the weekend. And next week, when that heat dome settles in, it stays put. So the last few days of June and the first few days of July, trending warmer than normal across the central part of the country from Kansas down through Texas. So we're facing hot conditions. It's going to stick around, plus drier than normal conditions with the heat dome that may settle right on top of us. So I want to say thank you to all of the crews working on power, getting things back and restored for us, and be careful in the heat as folks continue to clean up. Tomorrow, 72 at 6 a.m., 88 by the noon hour, 92 at 3 o'clock. It'll feel like it's about 94. And again, watch for a few showers and storms, especially from Tulsa right along Highway 75 back to the west. Some of those thunderstorms could try to sink down from Kansas, and we'll see if they can hold it together. Hold it together, people.
Upper level system, we've had enough. Yes, or whatever it is, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want a repeat of Saturday night.
Not at all.
Ever
no,
again.
ma'am.